Does Monday at the office feel like a storm? Not with Microsoft Copilot. That feeling when Copilot gets everyone up to speed instantly? It's sunny again. When Copilot simplifies complex data so your teams can act, that sun's shining on a beach. And when Copilot uncovers hidden insights, you're on that beach with your people, and you find buried treasure. That's Microsoft Copilot. Learn more at Microsoft.com/AI for all.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Get in, loser! Mean Girls is now streaming on Paramount Plus. Join Katie Heron as she meets the plastics in Tina Fey's new twist on the modern classic. Get ready for more of the rumors, backstabbing, and jokes you loved from the original movie with some fetch surprises. Rated PG-13. Wear pink and head to ParamountPlus.com to try it free.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Central Texas Life with Ann Harder presents Central Texas Events.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Events with Ann Harder, and it is so good to have Brian Crownover with us. As you can see from his hat and his shirt, he's with Camp FIMFO, which is one of my favorite places I got to visit on my Traveling Texas segments, because I'd seen it kind of springing up and the cabins being built and wondering, what the heck is this? Yep. And so how long has Camp FIMFO been there, Brian?
So we opened in July of 2022. So we're pushing almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Like you said, in that field that you saw it growing, it took a little bit longer because of COVID to build, but that was a giant open field for decades and decades. So I would assume we piqued a lot of people's interest when we started building there. So no, it was nice having you out. We appreciate that. But we're almost 2 years old and getting bigger and better every week. So it's a fun time to be out at Camp FIMFO.
Well, and so many things are happening. Besides, folks can just go and relax for a weekend or however long they want. You have some events that you have on a regular basis. That's really what we want to talk about today. And it's a big music festival, right?
Yes, ma'am. So I guess along with our weekly, kind of our themed events that we have for families in April and again in September, the actual dates are April 26th and 27th. We're doing our second annual Camp FIMFO Camp Out concert series. There's a lot of C's in there. So we're pretty excited about it. Last year we had some big names. We had Josh Abbott, Jack Ingram, Reckless Kelly, guys like that.
Really?
We kind of stick to the theme of country. This year we have Randy Rogers, Casey Donahue, Roger Krieger on Friday. We're really excited about that.
Man.
Some big names there. Then we kind of went a little old school the next day with Joe Nichols and Little Texas, David Lee Murphy. So we're pretty excited. And again, that's Friday and Saturday, and then the Thursday before, the 25th, we're actually going to do a kind of a farmer's market out next to our bar and restaurant area.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
so
and the restaurant is very good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, Squirrely's Tavern. It's a good place.
It is.
You can drink and eat. Very family-friendly, as is our whole park. Thursday, the day before, if people wanted to come out and enjoy it, you can stay the whole weekend, that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll have like a little farmer's market out there, local vendors, and then we'll have some local bands play for a couple hours. So it's going to be a very fun weekend. We wanted to incorporate some locality in it on Thursday and then kind of have the big guys come Friday and Saturday.
Well, it's always great to see another venue for our local musicians to get to perform, but how great for the fans who want to enjoy this kind of music. And so you can just come and see the show too, or do you have to be a part of Camp FIMFO from the standpoint of staying?
No, you can buy general admission. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
You can buy 2-day passes, 1-day passes. We do have VIP if you want to get closer to the stage, things like that.
Yeah.
The push is to get people to come camp and bring their families. So we have cabins. We have 88 cabins available, nearly 250 RV sites. So it doesn't matter how big your rig is, how small it is. We have a spot for you. We also have just a place where you can bring a tent and camp. So pretty much anything you can think of.
That is so
come hang out.
fun.
Yeah.
Really, and as I recall, when we visited before, kind of the impetus of this came about because of COVID, really, because folks were looking for things they could go do as a family to be outdoors. And so the whole Camp FIMFO, well, let's just make a really nice place for them to do that.
Yeah, it's glamping. I remember we talked about
Yeah, that's right. We talked about glamping.
You can still camp and rough it if you'd like to.
I'm more the glamping type.
That's it. My family is too. But yeah, you got a little bit of both, but it is kind of a glamping atmosphere. Like we talked about, it's very family friendly oriented, and we'll talk more. But that's kind of what this concert is too. But yeah, I mean, we have mini golf and a jumping pillow, basketball courts.
Lots
courts.
of kids' activities.
Oh, man, yeah.
I mean, it was a little bit of a rainy day when I was there, and there were a bunch of kids, and they had them face painting and doing all kinds of fun things.
Anything you can think of. Like I said, we do have themed events, but it is centered around families. But if you're an adult and you want to come and let loose a little bit, we have a pool. With a swim-up bar.
Will it be open for?
It's open tomorrow.
Oh, is it really?
I know we're
so right away.
Yeah, the weather. Well, I guess
might be a little chilly. A heated pool.
March the 8th is when it opens. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And our swim-up bar will be open as well. Yeah, like we said, it's going to be a little chilly. But,
It'll warm up.
We do stick to that date. So, but it will be open now and then the majority of the rest of spring, and then once summer hits, we're fully open for everything. So. It's going to be fun. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, it is. It's a fabulous pool, though. I mean, a
Appreciate
great place to take the kids just for the day if you're looking for, just a fun outing because lots of things for them to do. As you say, the restaurant is awesome. If you don't necessarily want to camp, just go and spend the day. But let's talk a little bit more about your sponsorship opportunities. I know we're a little bit ahead of this spring, April 26th, 27th schedule. So what are you looking for from the standpoint of sponsors?
Yeah, so I've reached out to some people, just kind of, I guess, businesses or individuals that are like-minded as we are. Again, family-friendly atmosphere. We want, kind of a theme of having a good time. FIMFO does stand. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell this.
Yeah,
but,
no, go ahead.
Fun is more fun outside. So anything that has to do with the outdoors. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
If you guys want to reach out, I'm sure we might have my stuff up there, but just reach out. I'm Brian Crownover. Come see me, email me, call me, whatever you want to do. But yeah, any businesses, we do offer if you just want signage and things like that, like a normal concert. We are going to do something this year that's kind of called VIP or Vendor Row. Where we're going to have food trucks and other things inside the gates. But if you just wanted to just bring some employees for Employee Appreciation Day, you can have a tent, things like that out there at the concert. Yeah. So a lot of businesses have been interested in that, kind of something we're pushing this year as well. But again, any kind of sponsorship activities, contact me or anybody at the site. But if you just want to come out and have a good time, that's what we want people to come out and see how great the place is and just listen to some good music and yeah.
Well, again, so it's along the Bosque River. No,
yes, ma'am.
Bosque River. It kind of runs behind the property. It's very pretty. Let's talk a little bit about the history of this particular Camp FIMFO and your parent organization.
Sure. So we're the second one built. There is a Camp FIMFO in New Braunfels in the Hill Country. Clearly a beautiful property there, as everything is out there. But we were the second one built. We're clearly a different vibe than the one in the Hill Country. We're more sports-oriented, things like that. There are plans to build several more, one in Lake Tahoe, one in Kittatinny, New York. And then the FIMFO brand has kind of started to bust loose a little bit. So they're thinking, every year about opening in different places and things like that. Again, all that these are all Northgate Resorts properties.
Okay, I wondered who the parent
so they own a lot of these FIMFOs, and then, of course, some Jellystones, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with. The Yogi Bear,
there's Jellystone
good stuff.
a little north of here.
So they have over 30 properties, and that's going to expand and grow every year. It's a fun company. Again, FIMFO is if you guys haven't experienced it, it's unlike anything that you'll be a part of as far as bringing your family out. We do have day passes, things like that you can just enjoy the property. But
how great if you really want to come and totally immerse yourself in these great country bands. I will say the cabins are lovely.
That's great.
You get a chance to take the tour. Microwave and everything.
Definitely glamping for sure.
It's glamping, and you can some of them sleep 10, 12 people.
You get up to 10 or 12 in there. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So bring a whole bunch of couples or whatever,
as many as you want,
and spend the weekend and have. And yet you're still close to Waco if you want to get in the car and go to a restaurant.
Well, absolutely. And
you can do that.
Those cabins, too, they have a fire pit and a grill outside, so technically you can get out to the actual camping aspect of it. But if you want to go in a climate-controlled area with a nice, comfortable bed and pillows and things like that, which most of us want.
Yeah.
Our cabins are fantastic. I'm glad you liked them.
Well, it's beautiful. I thoroughly enjoyed getting a peek at everything there at Camp FIMFO. And really, when I was there, they were still literally building.
Yes, ma'am.
Them.
Yep.
Is it finished? I mean, are you done at this
Our
point?
our first or second wave is.
Okay.
We're just depends on how things go, but we do want to keep expanding.
Yeah, I mean, how much property total is that?
It's over 200 acres.
Ah.
So it goes almost all the way back, I guess, to 19th China Spring Highway there.
Oh, yeah.
And we're building things every day. We have plans to keep expanding and things like that. So if you do come out and what you see it's probably going to be different than what you're going to see next year.
I imagine it's changed a lot since I was there a year
Yes, ma'am.
ago.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's true.
Anything you can think of, we like to do out there and have a good time. So.
Well, let's talk a little bit about yourself. So, how did you get involved with this company?
I was actually a local sports writer for the Waco Trib for a while, and just kind of saw this opportunity pop up. Really, it just looked like more fun than anything. And it's actually, I saw it being built. Like you said, we live kind of on the other side of the river, so it piqued my interest, and then I kind of went from there. But I'm a hero because I have 3 kids and a wife, and they can just come up and
Just have them
do whatever they want.
anytime they want.
So yeah, it's a different background than what I was used to, but I do like people, and I like kind of being out and about. And I had some friends that work in the hospitality business, but kind of outdoors, and they just talked about how much they loved it. You're not constantly in an office; you get to get out and do things and meet people and talk to people, like I did with you last year.
Yeah.
So, man, I've been there really since they've concreted the pool, and I've seen everything else built, and it's just been a joy to see this property take off, and we're just getting bigger and better every year, and we expect a lot this year from this property, and we just want people to come out and see what we got.
Oh, yeah, and especially in April. This is toward the end of April, 26th, 27th. But if you want to, make plans, now would be the time to do it, right?
They are, and the packages where you stay for the weekend at the RV sites and the cabins are going quick.
I bet.
It was a very big success last year. It's a festival, kind of an outdoor festival, but kind of unlike a lot of other festivals where there's a confined space and they kind of just jam everyone in.
It's not Woodstock.
Yeah, no, exactly. Or ACL comes to mind.
Okay.
I mean, we're not comparing this to any of those. But,
right, any of those things. Some of the bad images you have in your head.
no doubt. So we have a field that kind of gets bigger as it goes back. And last year we encouraged people to bring chairs. There were kids playing football and running around kind of at the end of the concert.
Yeah.
Again, we don't stray from our family-oriented goal. It's still a fun concert where you can enjoy some adult beverages and you can eat, but also, kids, again, can run around and play, listen to live music. It's an absolutely beautiful backdrop. You'll have where the Brazos and Bosque kind of connect there right behind it.
Yeah, really pretty part of the county.
Yes, ma'am.
It really is.
It's gorgeous, and it's very well run. It's very a laid back atmosphere. The whole park stays open. You can hear the music from anywhere you're at your RV site in your cabin if you have to take a break. So. Really, it's something that we want families to come out and enjoy. My kids come out. I have friends that bring their kids, and they just have an absolute blast. So,
sure. You are assistant general manager.
I am, yes, ma'am.
Was that your title last year?
It was not.
I was going to say,
it was not. Yeah,
I think you've had a promotion.
I was a guest experience manager, so I moved up.
That's right. I thought guest was in your title last
which allows me to do things like this. So it's
Good.
fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome, and I know you're having a good. Obviously, you're having a great time with this. Fun is more fun at Camp FIMFO.
Outside and at Camp FIMFO for sure.
Outside as well. But again, these bands. Roger Krieger, Little Texas, Casey Donahue, David Lee Murphy, Randy Rogers Band, Joe Nichols. These are really going to be great bands. But you're already looking ahead to fall.
We are, yeah. We don't have much to sneak peek right now.
Okay.
But we do have a few dates in mind. It will be September, early October, kind of like we did last year. But these bands, I know for sure, Randy Rogers and Casey Donahue, they're at a lot of festivals together. They tour a lot.
And
of course,
they're having
Roger
a good
Krieger,
time.
Oh, man, it's great. They've been a joy to deal with, and I know they're very excited to get out here. The Saturday night, we went a little more old school. I think people will recognize Little Texas.
Yeah.
And, of course, David Lee Murphy and Joe Nichols have been around forever. Just good festival bands, good bands to see outside. The sound carries off that river and through their music, and it's just an absolute blast. I hope people can take part of it.
Well, of course, I suggest you go out there and check it out.
Yeah.
But I guess you can go online, or you've got
You
social
can, yeah.
media. How can
all
folks
of the
find
above.
you?
Just search Camp FIMFO Waco. We do have our socials, as everybody calls it these days. But the website has ways you can stay, different packages that we offer, as well as a list of our activities that we've talked so much about. Basically a week to week of what's going on.
Sure.
And we absolutely love it and can't wait to see anybody out there. We got a lot going on for spring break too. If you guys want to come out and catch the end of spring break. So
Yeah, Brian,
Yep.
thank you so much. This is going to be
Yes, ma'am.
awesome. And you have to come back before the fall for sure.
I will, absolutely.
Because I love Camp FIMFO. I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful addition
appreciate
to
that.
Central Texas. Just another great option for folks with families to, kids spend too much time like this.
They do.
You
They
know,
do for
and
sure.
so this is an opportunity to get out and run and be a kid.
And that's what they do. And that's what my kids do. And
Yeah.
we like to have them out there, and I hope people can enjoy it.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And
Glad to
again,
be
this
here.
is April 26th, 27th, so mark your calendars for this fabulous spring camp out, you're calling it, at Camp FIMFO.
Camp FIMFO Camp Out Concert Series.
Okay, yeah. There we go, the whole
It's
thing.
integral, yeah.
Yes, and your little logo is great with a guitar.
Yes, ma'am.
A guitar neck
It's
on
great.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, it's going to be great. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being with us for Central Texas Events. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.